a formidable front court.
Yeah, both these teams are loaded with a lot of skill down low. Kind of old school. Should be a physical contest.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. They've got Josh Giddey. Buzelis out there with Vucevic. Then there's Lonzo Ball. And it's White in at the shooting guard position. Now, here's Anunoby. 5 to shoot. Bucket is good.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
Here's Ball. Connects from three-point range.
And you have got to honor White on the perimeter. Once he gets comfortable from there, it's going to be bad news for the defense.
Now here's Brunson. Some nice passing by New York here. Hart the pass to Towns. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And we know injuries derailed last season for the Bulls, Greg, but with an aging core, you wonder where they go from here.
I mean, the Bulls are kind of stuck in the middle of things as it now stands. Not quite good enough to make a run in the East, but not in a position where they need to start over.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Now here's Giddey. Shoots over Towns. Giddey, no good. For New York, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Pass to Hart. Brunson outside. Here's Towns. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And I'll tell you, offense comes really easy to Big Cat.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I did have a chance to catch up with Tom Thibodeau. Dealing with Lonzo Ball's playmaking was at the front of his mind. He told me Lonzo's a tremendous decision maker, so we've got to be quick to close off the passing lanes. We can't let him create easy baskets. The goal is to keep Ball's impact as a playmaker down to a minimum. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Now here's Vucevic. It's good. The assist that time from Ball.
Hard to deny Vooch inside when he can play over or through.
Brunson outside. Bangs home the trifecta.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He wants to talk to his guys. And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So no doubt expectations will be high.
Here's Brunson. There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter. Floats one. That shot misses. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Smith sets the pick for White. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
For the Knicks, Robinson's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Bridges comes in for Josh Hart. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Josh Giddey's checked in for the Bulls.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Robinson dishes to Payne. Lobbed up there for Robinson. An emphatic LU jam.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. And here is Giddey. Sinks the triple.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's Chicago. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
Especially on the road, you want to come in aggressive. Let everyone in this arena know that you are here to play.
So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Jones is out there with Dosunmu. Then there's Patrick Williams. Then it's Jalen Smith. And it's Giddey in at the 3, the small forward. And something that every NBA player has now that maybe they didn't a couple years ago, RJ, their own personal trainer.
Well, it's just a beautiful investment of your own resources back into your body. I love that players are hiring chefs, dietitians, sleep aides, and the teams are hiring them. I love every aspect of that.
And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for Chicago. Got it. Good job in the low post. Giddey's got 5 points so far.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Now, here's Achua. Still yet to score. Buries the long-range jumper.
The top two things Bridges does well, defend and hit jumpers off the catch.
Chicago trailing. And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jimmy Butler as well, but the results haven't been there.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first. But there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, DA. Thank you. Here's Giddey. The Knicks making the shot. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
So for the Knicks, Anthony Towns checked in for Mitchell Robinson. OG Anunoby comes in for Bridges. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Payne. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic checked in for Jalen Smith. Buzelis comes in for Williams. Whitey's checked in for Dosunmu. And Ball subbed in for Jones. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Knicks lead 22-21.
Anunoby against Giddey. .129 left in the first half. Vucevic a screen on Anunoby. Here's Giddey. Here's Vucevic. His three-pointers off the mark. The Knicks with the lead. Pass to Brunson. Inside to the wing right side. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Brunson's got 5 now.
Just a reflexive move by Brunson, putting complete trust in his mechanics.
Vucevic against Towns. Here's White. The three-pointer, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Brunson, no good. Bulls trail by 3. Here's Buzelis. No good. Towns with the defensive effort. New York's gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on three-pointers. Brunson outside. Nice. Brunson working inside.
And Brunson recognizes how to execute inside. The D must be more physical with it.
Pass to Vucevic. Over Towns. And it's Vucevic. That time on the assist by Ball.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
Yeah, thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One guy who's been getting it done is Jalen Brunson.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with the game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
They've got Karl Anthony Towns. Bridges out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's OG Anunoby, and it's Hart in at the 4 slot. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Brunson, good. Brunson's got 9.
Great jumper there from Brunson, living off that mid-range.
GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Outside ball. Pass to Giddey. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here's Brunson. He's got 9. Hart with it. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Here's Brunson, and the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
Making the defense look hopeless. Brunson so clever with his ball handling.
Bulls trail by 5, and Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. New York on D. Here's Ball. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Hart kicks to Brunson. Shoots. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Brunson's got the lead up to 7 now for the Knicks. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for Chicago. Here's Vucevic. Hits the jump hook. Vucevic has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
On the interior, Vooch, look, this man has so many moves to account for.
Bridges outside. On the wing, Anunoby. Giddey defending. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Hart's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
Well, Greg, the Knicks have certainly brought hope back to the city of New York.
And it's been fun to watch. The fans are rallying behind this team, and it's not just because they're winning, it's the way they're winning. They play with heart and hustle.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thank you. OG Anunoby has become a great complementary offensive weapon. Coach Tom Thibodeau says he's got a really good feel for it. He's very unique in that sense. He knows how to read defenses and how to attack. Kevin, his acquisition has taken this team to another level at both ends of the court. Back to you.
DA, it's been phenomenal. No question about that whatsoever. Thank you so much. A 3 ball. Bridges with the board. And the Knicks with possession. They're on a 15-6 run. Count that one. And now it's an 11-point Knicks lead.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Ball, the bounce pass. Pass to Buzelis. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Vucevic. Towns with the defensive effort.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guard.
And so it's the New York Knicks holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Back to the action in just a minute. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Patrick Williams is out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's Jones. Then it's Dosunmu, and it's Smith in at the 5, roaming the paint. Towns, the pass to McBride. From the wing, Chicago grabs the miss.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Pritchard for the Bulls, just one playoff appearance in their last 7 seasons.
Look, the last 4 years under Coach Billy Donovan, they've been respectable, but with all of the injuries and all of the issues, the path to true contention is probably on the other side of a long rebuild.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Hard, he's checked in for Precious Achiuwa. Mikal Bridges comes in for Miles McBride. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Cameron Payne. Pass to Vucevic. Shoots over Towns. It'll go, and the Knicks lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Vucevic.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Now Towns. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. 8 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
It really is something else to watch a guy like Towns shoot from that far out.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to listen to what Billy Donovan said to his team. He told the players, you guys are too talented to be playing this lackadaisical. Push the ball up the floor, get out on the break, and get to the fast break. Guys, we'll see if they can get it done.
All right, thank you, David. Bridges outside. On the wing, Anunoby. Pass to Hart. Bridges with it. Down low. Here's Brunson. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
And, man, can Brunson get going in a hurry? He's got his fingerprints all over this one.
To the paint. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hand.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Ooh, you hope they're leaving points at the line and come back to haunt them.
Here's Brunson. Outside, Towns. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Yep, that one goes in there. Vucevic has got 11 points here in just the second half.
And Vuce is an effective shooter, especially from that mid-range area.
Brunson outside. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for New York.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jalen Brunson.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
Brunson with a clean look. Off target with his three. So it's Chicago now. 8-point game. Here's White. It's rebounded by Towns. 19 seconds left to play in the final quarter. The clock now can just run out for the Knicks. Brunson scanning the floor. So it's New York picking up the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were
Pair of Mobley and Allen. And it's Garland in at the 1. And to the Hawks. Risache and Johnson, they're the forwards. Trae Young out there with Dyson Daniels. And it's a Kongwu in at the center position. All right, Doris, how about teams like these who can really run their offense through their bigs?
BA, over the years, one of the things I've heard from coaches quite often is how effective a three-tool big man can be. When you can drive it, pass it, shoot it, score it, do all the things they can, it changes the geometry of the floor.
Here's Strus following the score by Atlanta. Garland, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Daniels passes to Johnson. The shot comes out. Good D by Mobley. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, I did have a chance to talk with head coach Quinn Snyder. I discussed with Coach the difficulties of guarding Donovan Mitchell. He jokingly responded, "You mean the guy who scored 71 points? It should be pretty easy." And he went on to say, "Donovan is one of the best scorers in the game. We have to be disciplined and guard him closely. This will be a big test for their defense." Guys?
Thanks for that, Allie.
How How's that for revenge? You know Young is looking to come right back with a triple of his own.
And Doris, who can forget the 2016 Cavs, the team that brought Cleveland their first NBA title?
And not just basketball. The city hadn't won a championship, BA, in any sport for over 50 years. And for LeBron, a homegrown talent, to do that with Kyrie, that is a team that will always have a special place in Northeast Ohio lore.
Courageous play by Young. I mean, he goes inside and gets past the contact to his shot.
Mobley outside for three. The rebound by Atlanta. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take two from the free throw line. And six-man, a common term in basketball, has a unique meaning for the Atlanta Hawks brand.
Yeah, it's the name of their fan base. Extremely loyal and passionate, and they've swayed the outcome of games.
And the Hawks making a change here. Levert's checked in. Hunter's checked in for Cleveland. Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
Levert outside. On the wing, Daniels. Outside Johnson. Back to Daniels. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Okongwu. Out left to the wing. Here's Young. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4. Well, plenty of give and take so far.
There's 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
Garland, the pass to Allen. Now Mitchell. A minute 4 left to play in the first quarter.
How high was Donovan Mitchell? How pretty was that dunk? My goodness.
And Young has got the ball here for Atlanta. They trail by 1. Levert outside. Pass to Okongwu. The 15-footer. Chalk up 2 there.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now here's Garland. Outside Mitchell. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. Mitchell's got 11 points.
You love how confident Donovan Mitchell is. On the catch-and-shoot opportunities, there's no hesitation.
Back to Daniels. Pass to Young. Beyond the arc. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Young against Garland. Outside Hunter. Puts it up from 12. A big-time effort for Trae Young, providing a lot of energy for Atlanta. He made a big... And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, guys, what do you think about the Hawks here in this one?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
On the court right now for Cleveland, we've got Javonte Green. DeAndre Hunter is out there with Okoro. Then it's Ty Jerome, and it's Mobley in at the 5. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
The Cavaliers have great size up front. They have Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, who said, "We have each other's backs." That's the advantage of having 2 7-footers. If you blow by the first one, there's a second one waiting for you. Brian, they'll make it tough.
No doubt, waves and waves of length inside. Thanks, Allie. Strus, he's checked in for Green. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
Rizachet, no good. The Cavs trailing. Pass to Hunter. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
LeVert outside. Niang with it. LeVert outside. Niang a screen. Lets it go. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. Risache's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Pass to LeVert. Niang outside. Outside man. The Hawks need to get one up here. The shot by LeVert, no good. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Doris, one thing you can say about Caris LeVert, he knows how to seize an opportunity.
And the thing about it, BA, is it doesn't matter if that opportunity comes when he's being a starter or when he's coming off the bench. His mindset is, my skill set is score, and that's exactly what I'm going to do.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. A different look for Cleveland. Thompson, he's checked in for Evan Mobley. Mitchell comes in for Okoro, and Garland is subbed in for Jerome. 1:41 left to play in the second quarter. Back to Johnson. Pass to Young. Okongwu, a screen on Garland. Oh, that's what he does. Trae Young knocking down a 3.
Yeah, Trae Young can change the course of a game with his outside shooting.
Outside Mitchell. Here's Hunter. 3-pointer. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
55 seconds left to play in the first half. Young from long range. Trae with the answer.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
Garland scanning the floor. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And Grant, when you look at Darius Garland, he has a very polished offensive game.
Absolutely. He's great at creating for himself, but also knows when to get others involved. He can score from anywhere, and he works incredibly hard on his craft.
Risache, he's checked in for Niang. Allen, he's checked in for Cleveland. Mobley comes in for Hunter.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Back to Young. The 3 is up. Mobley grabs the board. Cleveland has gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line in this one. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Oh, my goodness, Jared Allen catch a body on the way to the cup.
Here's Young. Let's go with a 3. Drops in the 3. Young's got 9 points in the quarter. Oh, man, this has been an absolute battle in the first half.
Each team trying to establish its...
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
27.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. We're seeing a tremendous game from Trae Young.
Yeah, I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Johnson at the 4 with Okongwu at the 5. Dyson Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's Risache in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Quinn Snyder. Here's Young. Oh, Young with the power move.
Nice work inside from Young. Not afraid of trying his luck down there.
And so Garland will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 2-point game. To the inside. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Evan Mobley was the 3rd overall pick in 2021. And his teammate Donovan Mitchell said about him, "It's crazy, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but I don't think he really understands how good he can be. He can take us to a completely different level. I personally believe that he can be a top 5 player in this league." Brian, high praise for his teammate.
Indeed it is. Good stuff, Allie. Here's Mitchell. It's tipped.
Yeah, that was great job on defense from Daniels. He knows how to distract shooters.
Young against Garland. Young can't hit. Cavaliers trail by 4. Pass to Garland. Now Allen. Strus up top, covered by Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Mitchell down low.
Boy, right from the opening tip, guys, Mitchell was focused and locked in, and he is doing damage offensively.
And Doris, you think about the advantage for Jared Allen with that 7'6" wingspan.
And BA, this guy is a massive presence in the paint. He's got length, he's got intellect, and he's got incredible anticipation and timing. The other thing is he can absolutely step out on the perimeter and keep a ball handler in front. He is a special defender.
Here's Young. Excellent body control from Young.
It's another big night for Trae Young. A relentless scorer, constantly testing your defense.
Mitchell deciding where to go with it. And a miss there on the triple. Atlanta leading by 4. 1:46 left in the 3rd quarter. No one covering.
Oh, good shot from Daniels. He understands he needs to keep knocking these down for his team.
Outside Strus. Garland up top. Guarded by Young. Outside Mitchell. 4-3. Yes, sir! Mitchell from long range.
Donovan Mitchell will answer with his own 3. This guy has got a ton of pride and competitiveness.
Timeout, timeout. And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Of course, back in January 2023, Donovan Mitchell became the 5th player to ever score 71 in a game.
Think about this, Brian. Just Wilt, Kobe, David Thompson, and David Robinson had done it before Donovan Mitchell. Incredible company he keeps.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Hunter's checked in. Cavaliers trail by 4. And there's the lob. Stolen by Capella. Allen finds Mobley. Rebounded by Johnson.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 3rd quarter. Capella screen on Mobley. Here's Johnson. Oh, what a finish in traffic! My goodness!
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Outside Hunter. Back to Garland. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
Boy, how about the nimbleness to overcome the defense inside. Darius Garland makes his opportunities.
LeVert outside. And they call an illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
And here's Hunter from the arc. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
Make no mistake.
We're at the end of the 3rd quarter, and we've still got a close one. Atlanta on top. They're up by 1. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the 4th quarter of basketball coming up next All right, let's take a look at our assist to the game presented by State Farm.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court for the Cavaliers, Ty Jerome is out there with Darius Garland. Then it's DeAndre Hunter. Then it's Max Strus. And it's Wade in at the 5 spot. And here's Hunter for 3. The rebound by Atlanta.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Niang, the pass to LeVert. Capella. It's kept alive. And out of bounds, the Cavs will take it. And the Hawks going with a whole new group out there. And the Cavaliers with possession here. They trail by 3. Allen against Okongwu. Mobley passes to Allen. Here's Strus. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
Okay, Jared Allen, we see you making that look for a big man. That's a pretty pass.
And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Yeah, they were so aggressive from the start, getting the ball into the painted area. Now, they stuck to their game plan, and it paid off.
I think it's also important we mention the number of assists this group has tallied. Their offense continues to just hum along right now.
And Young isn't just a scorer. He also takes pleasure in creating opportunities for others.
And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. 2-point game. Rebounded by Daniels.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Oh, and Mobley with the block.
Shooters have got to be careful and understand Evan Mobley is an elite shot blocker. He's going to let you feel him now, guys.
Young against Garland. Pass to Mobley. Outside Mitchell to take the lead. The rebound by Atlanta. Okongwu's got his 4th rebound in this one. Now here's Young. And there's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter here. Drains the triple. Young's got 28 points for the game.
You see the trust Young's guys have in him. When they need a bucket, he gets it for them.
Here's Garland. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. The Hawks lead by 5. And we've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Young. Inside. It's Trae Young.
You know, they barely needed other contributions. This lead has been built through his offense.
You know, I think it's desperation time for them.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, Quinn Snyder was just reviewing the plan with the team. He encouraged his guys to not hold back, saying, we can do this, but it's on us. We've got to go out there and be aggressive. So that's the plan coming out of the huddle. Back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that.
This is exactly the kind of aggression from Darius Garland that changes the feel of the game, just works his way inside and forces the defense to foul.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Well, this is the kind of player he is. The tougher the moment, the more he elevates his game.
Okongwu, the screen on Garland. A nice shot by Young.
And this is why Young is a go-to guy. He can get it done even under the toughest circumstances.
There's 42 seconds left in the game. Garland for 3. Count it! What a beautiful shot! Brings them within 3.
Absolutely fearless is Darius Garland. Clutch shot, no problem.
Young drives it in. Yes!
Hey, if room, he's going to score the ball.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. 26 seconds left in the fourth. Garland, the pass to Allen. Count it!
When you need one bad, go to a high percentage shooter, and Allen is that guy.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
So it's Atlanta now, and they go to the intentional foul.
Team second. Dyson Daniels.
First free throw is good, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there.
And looking for a quick bucket here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
Big time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, it's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
That's what you call slamming the door. This one is over.
Garland, the pass to Mobley. Lets it go from deep. He can't hit that time. So it's a narrow victory for the Hawks, pulling it out for the W. Boy, they didn't make it easy.
win this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Josh Giddey is out there with Buzelis. And it's Vucevic, then it's White, and it's Ball in at the point.
That's impressive stuff from Giddey, just getting on the interior part of the defense.
And so it's the Bulls getting on the board first. And to the Kumbo, shot's good.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Pass to Vucevic. White looking around. Here's Buzelis. From outside, off the mark. And when you look at the career of Kyle Kuzma, he has played, Brent, various roles.
Yeah, Kevin, different spots and different things that have been asked of him by different coaches in different systems. So, six-man, spot-up shooter, go-to scorer. It speaks a lot to his adaptability. Hopefully he'll settle in and become the player that he knows confidently he is.
Here's Giddey. After Taurean Prince's bucket, Giddey the pass to Vucevic. Outside, White. Beyond the arc. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic.
And you have got to honor White on the perimeter. Once he gets comfortable from there, it's going to be bad news for the defense.
Now, here's Lillard. Outside, out of the Kumbo. At the top of the key, Lopez. 4 on the clock. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Lopez down on the inside, getting that soft touch to go.
Giddey against Kuzma. Now here's Giddey. Vucevic a screen on Kuzma. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Giddey's got 5 points so far.
And a nice stroke. That's coming along for Josh Giddey.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Kobe White became one of the top candidates last season for Most Improved Player. He says, I always tried to just let the work show. I wanted to prove that I could be a starting guard in this league. I've just got to continue to get better every day, be aggressive, and be who I am. Kevin, back to you.
All right, D.A., love that attitude. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Portis, he's checked in for the Bucks. And Chicago also making a switch. Jones is checked in. Now, here's Portis. Back to Lillard. There's the triple. Buzelis grabs the board. Chicago leading by 3. Here's Jones. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And look at the rookie out there facilitating for his team. Buzelis not missing the chance to make his teammates better.
Here's Lillard. Prince looking around, and Lillard kicks to Portis. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
He does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
Back to Jones. Jones sets the pick for Vucevic. Pass to Jones. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Back to Lillard. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. They get it again.
Always impressive when a smaller player has a nose for the ball and rises up amongst the taller ones to grab rebounds.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Bulls lead by 4. And we'll get going after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Williams is out there with Smith. Then it's Jones. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Dosunmu in at the 2. Smith finds Jones. And he drops it in from the low post. Jones has got 6.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Antetokounmpo passes to Portis. On the wing, Porter. Portis a screen on Jones. Porter, no luck. The Bulls leading by 4. Here's Dosunmu. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. And Giddey gets it to go.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Brent, some early success for Josh Giddey in the NBA. When you look at his game, what do you like most?
I love the vision, Kevin. This guy is one of the most creative passers that the NBA has and is willing to take some risks. And the reason he does that is he has confidence in his teammates. But that vision by Josh Giddey is something special.
Lopez, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Prince comes in for Gary Trent. Chicago also making some changes. Vucevic comes in for Smith. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Dosunmu. Pass to Vucevic. And it's Ball in the corner. Pulls up on the wing. That one falls. Ball's got the lead up to 5 now for the Bulls.
And Ball is aggressive on the offensive end. He just knows how to get to his spots out on the floor.
And that one drops for him.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
On the wing, Williams, covered by Giannis. Fires for 3. Porter pulls it in. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
The defender getting a little over anxious there, but Porter causes that anxiety with his high-level scoring ability.
A different look for Milwaukee. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Bobby Portis, and Lillard subbed in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. The Bulls also changing it up. Bruce Ellis is checked in for Patrick Williams. Dosunmu comes in for Josh Giddey. And it's Kobe White in for Jones. And they pick up 2.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Bobby Portis is checked in for Kevin Porter. Bobby Portis. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Right side, Portis. The shot by Lillard, wide open. The shot's good on the assist by Prince.
And one of the quickest triggers. Lillard says, now you see it, now you don't.
Pass to Vucevic. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. There's 48 seconds left in the first half of the game. Prince outside. Lopez sets a screen for Kuzma. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. The Bulls leading by 3. Pass the ball. Buzelis with the ball. Vucevic with it. Lillard picks him up. The kick out to Ball. Drills it from outside. Ball's got 5 points now in the quarter.
No hesitation from Lonzo on that perimeter shot.
Now Lillard. Portis a screen on Ball. Three-pointer, Lillard. It's good from long range. Lillard's got a pair of triples in the second now for Milwaukee.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
The ball, 28.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Get ready for the half-court shot from... They're thinking about the shot.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Prince out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Kuzma in at the three. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. The Bulls leading by 3. Outside, White. Pass to Vucevic. Lets it go from deep. And the 3 ball is good. Vucevic has got the first basket of the second half here for Chicago. And here's Lillard, who brings it up for the Bucks. Kuzma outside. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
Bucks passing it around. Here's Lopez, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Just taking what the defense allows. I mean, nice recognition there by Lopez. This guy has seen it all.
Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Ball sets a screen for Buzelis. Knocks down the 3 ball. Buzelis has got 5 now.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
That one from long range.
Yeah, Damian Lillard, this is some Oaktown response. You make one, I got you back.
Hey, Brent, Damian Lillard is as clutch as they come. He is fearless. Where do you think that comes from? Why is he so effective late in tight games?
Such a great question, Kevin, but for Damian Lillard, I think it boils down to one word, and that is confidence. He has legitimately the ultimate confidence in all the work that he puts in the offseason to be in these moments, to have the ball in his hands, and it's been proven time and time again that he can come through. It's why we see him tap his wrist and it being game time. Those are some of the most memorable moments of his career.
Ball, the pass to Giddey. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 3rd assist on the night.
That elite passing ability, Giddey has the defense on its heels, and it gives him space to operate in the mid-range.
Lopez outside. 6 on the shot clock. From deep, Prince. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
A good shooter and has some range. Taurean Prince welcoming all catch-and-shoot opportunities.
Pass to Buzelis. Ball, a screen on Antetokounmpo. Hits the 3-point bomb. And it's 8 points for Buzelis.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the 3-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
When a pick like that is questionable, it creates that much of an advantage for the offense. You have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Trent's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Williams is checked in for Chicago. And Giddey gets it to go.
And the defense right now just guessing what they need to do to shut down Josh Giddey.
Antetokounmpo passes to Trent. Prince outside. From down in the low post, it goes. Prince has got 5 points now in the quarter.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Pass to White. Now Ball. Now Vucevic. Lopez covering. Fade away. Doesn't go for him.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Bulls out front. They lead by a bucket. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put.
Highlight reel stuff from Antetokounmpo. My goodness.
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
And here are the Bulls now. Outside, Jones. Six to shoot. Lets it go with a three. Drains the three-pointer. And the Bulls lead by 3.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Antetokounmpo finds Trent. And here's Porter. Here's Antetokounmpo. Look at that.
Yeah, once Giannis gets the ball there, you can forget it.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Green. Prince is checked in for Gary Trent. And Lillard subbed in for Porter. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic checked in for Jalen Smith. Buzelis comes in for Patrick Williams. Kobe White, he's checked in for Dosunmu. And Ball subbed in for Jones. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan talking to his team. He asked his team to dig deep. He said, I know you're tired, but they're tired too. It's about who can give more than the other guy at this point. Show me what you can give. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Prince kicks to Kuzma. That three off the mark.
Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why. Still, I expect him to make one of those.
White gets it to go from beyond the arc. And it's a 7-point Chicago lead.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. Giddey with the bounce pass. Fader on the way. Giannis grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Lopez, a screen on Giddey. Giannis passes to Prince. Here's Lillard. Good, and a nice assist from Prince. Prince has got 3 assists in the game. White, a screen on Lillard. Pass to Vucevic. White with it. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. White's got the lead up to 7 now for the Bulls.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Now, you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Chicago's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Giddey kicks the ball. High post Vucevic. And it's Giddey in the corner. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Prince's shot is good.
Oh, what a dime there from Giannis. Excellent sharing the basketball.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth, and so they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Damian Lillard. First personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting for Chicago.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker.
2 shots.
And he ends up making the second, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're trailing by 7. What's your take, guys?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
Yeah, this is the classic too little, too late. The effort coming and not enough time for them to get back in it.
It's in! And now they trail by just 4.
Nice find by Lillard. He deserves some recognition for that kind of passing.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Ooh, I think that's a wrap, and I can tell you, you can't have more pressure-packed free throws than the ones that are going to seal the game.
$12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Frames it from downtown.
How about the clutch gene showing up in Taurean Prince? What a shot.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Damian Lillard. Second personal foul. 15 foul.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Taking 2 shots.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game. 8 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Lillard dishes to Lopez. No good from outside. And so it's Chicago winning this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visitor.
matchup.
These guys are lethal one-on-one, but I think the key is to keep their teammates involved, playing unselfish basketball.
Here are the five for the Cavaliers. Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. Strus at small forward with Mobley next to him. And it's Allen in at the 5.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Here's Towns. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
Hard to find fault with the D. Towns just beating them with better offense there.
Pass to Mitchell. Into the lane, and he converts the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Hart. Back to Brunson. The three ball. That shot missing. And here are the Cavaliers now. Down low. Here's Allen. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland.
Watching Allen go to work inside is a thing of beauty. He's so confident operating around the rim.
And in Garland, we're looking at one of the best passers in the league, Richard.
I don't think he gets enough credit for it. He's got such a great feel for the game, the way he wiggles in and out of the lane. It is so impressive. He is such a great, confident floor leader.
The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I briefly spoke with Tom Thibodeau, and I wanted to know, how do you slow a guy down like Jarrett Allen? Coach said we have to hassle him as much as possible on both ends of the floor. We really want to limit him, not just his points, but more importantly, his rebounds. So keeping Allen off the glass is a primary focus.
And Allie, thanks. Now here's Bridges. Back to Brunson. Towns, a screen on Garland. Clock at 4. Brunson finds Bridges. Over Mitchell. New York again can't hit.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Pass to Allen. Releases from 15. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. The Knicks have gone 1 for 3 so far. Bridges against Strus. Bridges misses. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Here's Mitchell, and that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
I love seeing guys use the mid-range. Mitchell, that's just some smart basketball.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Achua's checked in for New York. McBride comes in for Bridges. Hunter's checked in for Cleveland. Okoro comes in for Strus. Hart passes to Achua. Outside McBride. Here's Brunson. That one goes in.
Inside Brunson is pretty deadly, just dropping his shot in.
The Cavaliers lead by 5. Outside Mitchell. And here's Hunter from the arc. Fires in the triple.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside Hart. Back to Brunson. There's the drive, and that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
And the defense had the right idea, but Brunson is able to push through the contact.
Garland, the pass to Allen. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Mitchell, good.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Brunson up top, guarded by Garland. And Brunson gets it to go.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Now here's Garland. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Getting locked. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
All right, on the floor for Cleveland, getting going in the second. DeAndre Hunter is out there with Evan Mobley. Then it's Green, then there's Isaac Okoro, and it's Jerome in at the point. Basket counts.
The depth at fending off aggressive coverage. Mobley already looking like a vet out there.
Outside Payne. Robinson passes to Bridges. To the left side wing. Clock at 6. McBride. And again, New York with the triple.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Well, the recent success of the Cavs has centered around their defense, RJ.
Well, if you want a chance to contend, you're going to have to be able to defend. Their coach embodies that, and so does their personnel, specifically their front court. Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
To the wing on the left. Outside Payne takes the 3. And again, New York with the triple.
What are you doing? You can't give a player like him that much space. Come on now.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
The Cavaliers are having success. Point guard Darius Garland said, "We're building something here and we've come a long way. It feels amazing having our own legacy. We're just trying to keep it going. The whole city is behind us." And Brian, they know there's still work to do.
And they've got no problem with that, Allie. Thank you. Bridges outside. Here's McBride. And the Knicks, another 3.
The defense got crossed up, and Bridges takes advantage with that pass.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Well, RJ, you got traded a couple of times for good reason. What's it like off the floor?
I don't need your quips, BA, but it is crazy. You get a phone call and bam, you can move across the country. And while it's hard on you, you understand it comes with playing in this league and having this job.
And Cleveland making a change here. Thompson, he's checked in for Mobley. Strus comes in for Okoro. Mitchell's checked in for Green. And Garland is subbed in for Jerome. Pass to Garland. Over Brunson. And once again, off the mark by Cleveland.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Fades. Strus grabs the miss. Cavaliers trail by 3. Outside Hunter. Strus with a screen on Towns. And here's Hunter for 3. On target from range. Hunter's got 6.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Yes, sir! Brunson for 3.
Don't let Brunson get hot. I mean, he'll answer all game long.
Mitchell, the pass to Hunter. Strus with it. Pass to Mitchell. The 3. And Cleveland another 3.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Garland against Brunson. Here's McBride. And it's New York scoring again. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Mitchell, a screen on Brunson. Garland for 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Outside Brunson. Oh, look at Jalen Brunson. Don't let that size fool you.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. New York out in front. They lead by 1. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. You look at Jalen Brunson. What a contribution.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
We've got Mikal Bridges. Josh Hart is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Jalen Brunson, and it's Anunoby in at the 3 spot. That's Tom Thibodeau's 5 as we get going in the second half.
26.
Allen with a screen on Bridges. Mitchell against Bridges. Mitchell, the pass to Allen. Mobley outside. Here's Mitchell. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
Right now, this is what you want to see. Mitchell playing without hesitation and just taking quality shots.
Back to Brunson. Brunson, so confident at the rim.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Bridges against Mitchell. Oh, Mitchell gets it done inside.
Look at that grittiness of Mitchell. He hits resistance inside and still gets through it.
And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
The 3 from Mitchell. 3-ball, Donovan Mitchell.
When you shoot hundreds of these shots in gyms by yourself, it will make you automatic just like Mitchell.
Anunoby for 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Anunoby's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Achua's checked in for Anunoby. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Hunter's checked in. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Allen left side. Inside. Here's Mitchell. And Mitchell with the slam.
I see you, Mr. Mitchell. Now look, for a 6'1" guard, this man can absolutely fly.
Outside Achua. Back to Brunson. Count the basket and the foul. That one's on Darius Garland.
Yeah, they really need to double team him.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Brunson, no good on the free throw. The Cavaliers trail by 3. To the middle. It's stolen by Hart. Brunson passes to Bridges. Outside Hart. Launches a 3. Mobley grabs the board. And so Garland will bring it up for the Cavaliers. From deep, Mitchell. Towns with a rebound. Knicks leading by 3. Outside Brunson. Towns left side. Achua with a screen on Allen. Here's Brunson outside. Counted from distance. Brunson's got 22 points.
And man, you gotta appreciate how efficient Brunson is. And he takes and makes high percentage shots.
Allen with a screen on Bridges. Down low. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Unbelievable. The agility at his size, throwing it down, big fella.
The Knicks have gone 6 of 7 and appearing confident in this half. Outside Brunson. Strong move, Brunson.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
And we've reached the end of the third. It's the Knicks up 6. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. On the court for the Cavaliers, they've got Max Strus. Darius Garland is out there with Ty Jerome. Then it's DeAndre Hunter, and it's Wade in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Towns a screen on Garland, and here's Payne outside, and the Knicks another 3.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this win.
Here's Jerome. McBride covers. 6 to shoot. Garland for 3. And it's New York with a rebound.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Now Payne. The rebound by Garland. Cavaliers trail by 7. Strus the pass to Wade. Good work defensively by Robinson. Here's McBride. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Cleveland has gotten 7 of 12 three-point attempts to fall. And here's Hunter for 3. That one doesn't drop. Knicks leading by 7. Back to Towns. And he's going for the oop here. And a big finish by Robinson.
Yeah, just a solid passer. Towns relishes his role as leader of this team, wanting to set up his teammates.
And we've got a timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. For the Knicks, Josh Hart's checked in for Robinson. Bridges comes in for McBride. And Brunson is subbed in for Payne. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. First and foremost, he wants to see more points in the break. He asked his team, where's the urgency? We know what we can do in transition. Now let's go out and do it. We'll see if they can pick up the tempo, guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you. And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
1:52 left to play in the fourth. Here's Brunson. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
And I like it. I mean, using the strong frame, Brunson pushes through the foul and sinks the shot.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for New York.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
Well, another thing they did well was taking advantage of the holes in the defense. Very aggressive in exploiting the lack of concentration.
Okay, this is what he does. Mitchell, he's got a scorer's mindset full on.
Outside Hart. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Brunson passes to Bridges. Shot clock at 6. Towns on a screen. Hart from long range, and the rebound goes to Cleveland. Allen's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Garland. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. And now just a 5-point New York lead.
Looking for a high percentage shot. Garland wants the best look he can get.
Brunson on the drive. Brunson slices through the D.
He is the story for them offensively, and a big reason why they're ahead. It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
Anything other than a make is game over. This is where you lean on your stars to get you to the finish line.
Towns a screen on Mitchell for 3. Bridges. He drops it from range. And now a 10-point New York lead.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Garland, no good. There's 25 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. And the basket by Bridges.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
That one goes. Count it. So it's the Knicks taking care of business in this one. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true.
The Magic start out with the ball. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Buzelis out there with Vucevic. Then it's Josh Giddey. Then it's Ball, and it's White in at the 2.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Hey, Greg, Kobe White has proven he can run the show.
Yeah, well, he's more than just a scorer. He's become a quality playmaker with better decision-making. But his biggest improvement has been his efficiency.
And so it's the Bulls getting on the board first. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. Buries it from three-point range.
Excellent work in the screen and roll. Banchero solid at knowing when to shoot in those sets.
Here's Giddey. Vucevic trying to get open, and Giddey gets it to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
And this is something Banchero continues to hone, wanting to become a dangerous threat from deep.
It's White on the wing. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. The shot by Buzelis, no good. Magic have gone 2 or 3 here to start off the game. Banchero, that's good.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
Outside, White. Pass to Vucevic. Over Carter. And it's Vucevic missing.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Now, here's Banchero. He's got 8.
When Banchero gets in tight, that's how he likes to finish. No layups for this big guy. He's all about the finish.
Ball, the bounce pass. Ball sets a screen for Giddey. And he's good on the 3 ball. Giddey's got 5.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Banchero outside. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Giddey. 2 points. That one goes. 7 points in the game.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now, here's Caldwell Pope. Here's Banchero. Good on the triple.
And this is what everyone wants to see. Banchero is attacking without hesitation on the offensive end.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. Looking for a breather. And maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Carter. Isaac comes in for Banchero. Anthony's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Black's subbed in for Suggs. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Jalen Smith, he's checked in for Vucevic. Williams comes in for Buzelis. Ayo Dosunmu is checked in for Josh Giddey. And Jones subbed in for Lonzo Ball. Now, here's Wagner. No scoring in this one. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
Hunting for that shot. Wagner wants to eat.
Bulls trail by 7. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's White. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Outside Anthony. Fires the 3. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Paolo. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Magic?
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of 3-pointers thus far.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
You've got Isaac. Cole Anthony is out there with Black. Then there's Banchero. And it's Vitadze in at the center position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. Banchero, and again it's Orlando converting. Look, obviously this is a results league for head coaches, and we're always going to see lots of changes at that position.
I think you're exactly right. I don't necessarily agree with it all the time. I would like to see owners and general managers and decision makers be a little more patient, give coaches a little more runway, but we know it's a results-oriented league, and oftentimes the reality is that it's easier to change one coach than it is perhaps to change a handful of players on a roster that's not performing.
Anthony kicks to Banchero. Rebound by Williams.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Black, the rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And smart ball movement there from Banchero. And that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
Smith with a screen on Banchero. And he gets the bucket. Giddey's got 12 in the game.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And Banchero, here we go. And Jones pulls it down. And it's Jones with the ball for Chicago, trailing by 5. Jones with the screen on Anthony. Here's Dosunmu, and it falls over the rim and in.
Really well done there, just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Outside Anthony. Sinks that one from the post. 5 points in the game.
Kept moving and found an opening, staying active. Anthony grinding for that bucket in tight.
Outside, Jones. Giddey against Banchero. Giddey, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
It's stolen by Smith. Williams up on top. He's covered by Banchero. Williams passes to Giddey. Tipped away. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Pass to Banchero. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Gutsy play that time from Banchero inside against pretty physical defense too.
Here's Giddey. No one near Smith as he lets it go. And that comes off the assist by Giddey.
You know, he's always thinking. That's what I like about him. Spotted the open man and immediately changed out of his shot and gave it up.
Isaac a screen on Giddey. Banchero, that's good. Banchero's got 20.
Banchero answering. I'm here, he says, firing right back from deep.
Now Giddey. He's got 12. 11 seconds left in the second quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. And that concludes the first half. Magic lead by 7. We've got more in store for you right after this.
23.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You know, Paolo Banchero, guys, has been exceptional.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. Buzelis out there with Josh Giddey. and it's Vucevic, and it's Kobe White, and it's Ball in at the point. Now here's Caldwell Pope. He has yet to score. Here's Suggs. Oh, good on the triple. Bulls trail by 5. Here's White. It's good. White's got his second basket.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Suggs passes to Caldwell Pope. Here's Banchero. Count it, and the foul. It goes on Josh Giddey.
And they got to bring the double team on him.
The Magic shooting their first free throw of the game right now. That free throw, good from Banchero.
And a big man who can do a little bit of everything. Banchero's future is certainly bright.
Throughout his career, Clark, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope has proven himself to be a quality player.
He certainly has, and I love the way he plays. He's locked in all the time at both ends. Really not only understands his role, Kevin, but embraces it. He's out there to space the floor with his shooting and then provide a lot of energy and versatility on defense.
And it's Wagner missing. Bulls trail by 6. Pass the ball. Stolen by Caldwell-Pope to the inside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, he's a guy who looks for his shot often. He's energetic and outstanding in forcing the issue. Caldwell-Pope is his name.
And Caldwell-Pope drops them both.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
And here's Vucevic. Over Carter. And Vucevic with the basket on the assist by Ball. Vucevic has got his first bucket of the night. And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. Black's checked in for the Magic. And Chicago also making a switch. Williams is checked in. Banchero finds Carter. Here's Black. Launches a 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Black's got his second bucket tonight.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make him pay.
Pass to Williams. Bulls moving the ball around. Williams sets a screen for Giddey. And it's Suggs with the rebound.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
There's a minute 34 left in the third. That's tipped. Stolen by Ball. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
Now, here's Wagner. Pass to Suggs. Now, here's Banchero. Carter with a screen on Williams. Banchero, and it goes down 2 points. Banchero's got 5 points now this quarter.
Strong defense against Banchero inside, but they can't break his focus, and he still manages to knock it down.
Here's Giddey. He's got 14. And he uses the glass on the layup. Giddey's got 16.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
Now, here's Suggs. Still scoreless. Just 5 on the clock. Wagner kicks to Banchero. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Pass to Williams. Now Ball. And here's Vucevic, defended by Carter. Vucevic down low. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
And so it's Orlando in control with the 9-point. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Black and Harris are the guard set. Then it's Paolo Banchero. And it's De Silva in at the small forward. That's who's out there for Orlando.
An easy target on the lob. Jalen Smith with that huge wingspan. Throw it up and let him work.
Here's Banchero over Smith. It's rebounded by Giddey. Bulls trail by 10. Back to Jones. Takes it inside. That's good. And so Giddey with the assist. Giddey's got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight. And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. And the Bulls making a change here. Vucevic, he's checked in for Collins. Bruce comes in for Jalen Smith. White, he's checked in for Dosunmu. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Jones. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
I was able to listen in on what Jamal Mosley was going over with his team. He told his players, I love the energy right now. You look like you're having fun out there. Keep playing for each other because our chemistry looks great right now. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David.
And the future Suggs has is certainly promising. An effective combo guard who can really get it going at times.
A fadeaway. Carter pulls it in.
Take what's available. Use the fadeaway when the defender's there on you.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Suggs. Here's Banchero. Good. Banchero's got the lead up to 13 now for the match ball.
Very few can go mano-a-mano with Banchero inside. He got the best of the defender this time.
To the middle. Here's Vucevic, and that one is good.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
Magic leading by 11. Bounce pass Suggs. And it's Banchero missing. 1:41 left to play in the final quarter. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
It doesn't take much to get Buzelis up to the rim. He just pops off the floor and is right there.
And here is Suggs. Inside. And Suggs throws it down.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Here's Vucevic. The Magic hitting the bucket. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you look at Vucevic, and his tenacity goes up the closer he is to the cup. Defenders try to match his level of physicality down there, which more times than not results in him going to the foul line.
Magic have gone 4-7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Ball kicks to Giddey. Here's Vucevic, and that comes off the assist by Giddey.
You know, the mid-range game, guys, is really one of Nikola Vucevic's strong suits. I mean, you've got to play him honest if you're a defender.
Now, here's Suggs. Banchero, right side. It's stolen by Vucevic.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
Giddey, no one around him. Got it. And now they trail by just 4.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
35 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second team foul.
So it's Orlando now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5.
No denying, the future is certainly bright for Wagner. He's a superb scorer already who also is growing as a passer.
Perfectly done at the stripe there. That brings their lead up to an even more comfortable level.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Giddey the pass to Ball. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And it's White missing. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. 4th team foul.
It's the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Jalen Suggs. 2 shots.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yep, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
And so it's Orlando winning this one. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win.
Regular season game. These teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
A look at Cleveland's opening lineup. Mitchell on the wing with Strus. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. And it's Garland in at the 1. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Lillard outside. Mobley with the block.
Shooters have got to be careful and understand Evan Mobley is an elite shot blocker. He's going to let you feel him now, guys.
Lillard against Garland. Back to Strus. Jacks up a 3. And the three-pointer goes.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
And that's the story of the league right now. Most any team can beat any other team on any given night.
Mitchell against Prince. To the paint. Here's Lillard. Kuzma for 3. Gets the 3-ball to go.
That's about pre-shot preparation, the anticipation of the pass. Kuzma, easy work.
And it's Cleveland's ball. Doris, we know how big fashion is in today's NBA. Perhaps no one showcases this more than Kyle Kuzma.
And you can tell, B.A., Kuz definitely has some fun with some of the outfit choices. He does not mind causing a stir on social media, and he does not mind pushing boundaries.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. And Giannis with the jam.
He's just too quick to the cup. No one near him to get postered.
Mobley outside. And here's Strus outside. And the Cavaliers, another 3.
Donovan Mitchell showing off that great vision.
And here's Lillard. Pass to Lopez. Shakes him. And he lays it in.
Just taking it right to the rim. And no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Strus. He's got 6. Hits the trifecta.
Darius Garland playing the role of ball distributor to perfection. Pretty pass.
Bucks trail by 5. And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Kyle Kuzma the last few seasons has been pushing his scoring over 20 points per game. He said, "I'm showing the league that I'm not just a role player. Having a leadership position and getting better every single game, that's what I care about. I want to keep elevating." Ryan, high hopes.
Just the 27th pick back in 2017. He's having a dynamite career.
Oh, the defense trying to get physical and shake up Gary Trent Jr., and he's not having any of it.
Back to Mitchell from the arc. He can't get that one to fall. The Bucks have gone 4 of 5 so far, looking sharp. And then Portis with the dunk.
Surefire, one-handed stuff.
Yeah, with his focus, he's not going to miss that. Okoro outside. Back to Garland. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
So many ways Darius Garland can score. That floater game is on point.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Trent. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Isaac Okoro. It's his first trip to the line. The first one falls.
What you love about Gary Trent Jr., guys, is here's a guy who not only excels from the three-point line. Yes, he's a consistent guy stretching the floor, but his fearlessness, his willing to take big shots in tight spots, that is something to behold.
Antetokounmpo is checked in for Milwaukee. Green comes in for Damian Lillard. 16 seconds left now in the first quarter. Now here's Hunter. No made baskets yet. 6 on the shot clock. There's the triple. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Cavaliers on top. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
On the court right now for Cleveland, we've got Green. DeAndre Hunter is out there with Mobley. Then it's Ty Jerome, and it's Okoro in at the 3, the small forward. Pass to Jerome. Wide open. And he hits the jumper for 2.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
Mobley outside. Back to Jerome. Up and over Porter. And another basket for Cleveland.
Evan Mobley might be a big man, but boy, how about the touch on that pass right there?
Bucks trail by 3. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Shoots. And it's Portis. That time on the assist by Antetokounmpo. Portis has got his second basket.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Mobley outside. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. They pinned that one on Giannis Antetokounmpo. And a new group getting ready for the Bucks. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Kuzma comes in for Green. Prince is checked in for Trent. And Lillard subbed in for Porter Jr. Lopez, the screen on Garland. For 3, here's Lillard. Hunter with the rebound. The Cavaliers lead by 3. Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
Garland, no good.
And for him, that's a great look. Expect him to go right back to it if it's available.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Kuzma, left side. Lopez, the screen on Strus. Kuzma for 3. Knocks it down from distance. Kuzma's got 6.
Always solid from deep. Kyle Kuzma, you can't leave that guy open beyond the arc.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, with the Bucks switching coaches midway through last season, Doc Rivers, experienced with star-laden rosters, he said, quote, "I resist thinking that you can't coach players. I have no problem holding them accountable. If you don't do it, you're not going to win." Brian, the pressure's on to get it done.
The burden of expectations. It's title or bust. Thanks, Allie. Bobby Portis is checked in for Antetokounmpo. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Thompson, he's checked in for Mobley. And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. It's a three-point game. It's good. Hunter's got 5 points in the quarter.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Lillard passes to Portis. Back to Lillard. Now here's Portis. Pass to Lillard. Now Kuzma. Lopez, the screen. The floater. Kuzma, that's good. Give him 8.
Wow, how about the floater game from Kyle Kuzma?
Cleveland leading by 3. Here's Garland. Pass to Hunter. Outside Strus. Garland for 3. Here's Thompson. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Cavaliers ahead, up 5. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the half-court shot. Drums, please. They're measuring up the shot.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. One of the stories here, Max Strus. Man, is he getting it done today?
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Taurean Prince is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Kuzma in at the 3. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Garland against Lillard. Outside Garland. Allen with a screen on Lillard. Garland for 3. Hits a 3-pointer. Garland's got his second bucket of the night. And Doris, some use the term stocks to add up steals and blocks. Chet Holmgren and Victor Wembanyama's stocks are through the roof.
Well, in fact, since the turn of the century, only 5 rookies ever have averaged over 3, quote, stocks per game. Victor and Chet are both on that list. And listen, if you're a passionate NBA fan, you are so excited about these 2 young men. The size and the skill and the eye-popping things they're doing on a nightly basis. NBA is in good hands.
Garland, the pass to Allen. And here's Mitchell. 3-pointer. Rebounded by Kuzma. And he's going for the lob. It's stolen by Garland. Here's Mitchell. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move. He's got a chance for one more at the line. They pinned that one on Giannis Antetokounmpo. And Doris, Cleveland looking to balance their roster, trying to make sure the pieces fit.
And that's been the concern, right, B.A.? Because there's been some positional overlap, particularly in the front court. And this is where roster construction truly matters in the league.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He wants to review the game plan.
Give for another round of applause, fans.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Pass to Prince. Lopez with it. Just 5 to shoot. Antetokounmpo can't connect. Cleveland leading by 7. Here's Strus. Rejected by Lopez.
Oh, the long arms of Brook Lopez effortlessly sends that back.
It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
And the Bucks making a change here. Trent's checked in. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Here's Garland. And the bucket is good. Garland's got 5 points in the quarter.
Tremendous balance and body control. Darius Garland, no stranger to finishing inside.
Lopez, the screen on Mobley. Now Antetokounmpo. Trent outside. Nails the wide open jumper. Trent's got 8 points.
Now the shot mechanics are just so pure. Gary Trent Jr., such a dangerous shooter.
You know, for a swingman, Trent has good size and is a sturdy, strong presence, Doris.
Oh, B.A., he sure is. He can make an impact on the defensive end with the attributes you just talked about. Not only can he showstopper, though. Let's remember, this guy can get hot as a shooter. You better look out. He can get on a heater. And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Milwaukee making some changes. Smith, he's checked in for Lopez. Bobby Portis comes in for Antetokounmpo, and it's Porter Jr. in for Prince. Well, you look at Evan Mobley, Doris, so agile for his size.
This is a young man, Brian, with so much upside. Defensively, he can guard on the perimeter, slides his feet, keeps his balance, contests without fouling, and he's growing every repetition on the offensive end. I can't wait to see his future.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Going inside, Lillard for two.
Inside, Lillard can deliver. He's a skilled finisher.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Okoro passes to Mobley. Pass to Mitchell. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
For three, Smith knocks down the triple. And now it's just a 4-point Cavalier lead. The third quarter comes to a close. Cavaliers ahead, up by 4. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth. DeAndre Hunter is out there with Max Strus. Then there's Dean Wade, then it's Ty Jerome, and it's Garland in at the 1. Portis finds Trent, pulls up at the elbow, tries again, and Portis finishes.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Garland for 3. Missed it there. He's 4 for 9 now. Bucks trail by 5. Puts it up from 15. And he buries that one. Back rim and in.
Yeah, the mid-range is not a go-to for Giannis, but he's always looking to expand his game.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. And the Bucks will go for a different look here. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Kuzma comes in for Green. Prince is checked in for Trent. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Porter Jr. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. Coach was urging his team to play strong defense, reminding them no easy hoops. Give effort and help when needed. They do say defense wins championships, guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Pass to Mitchell. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Ooh, Mitchell just muscling his way in.
There's a level of tenacity by Donovan Mitchell on the interior there. Wow, what a finish.
Lillard deciding where to go with it. Here's Prince. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Out to Lillard to tie it up. The rebound by Allen. Cleveland leading by 3. From deep, Mitchell. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland. Garland's got his 6th assist of the night.
The Spider is attacking right now. Very few guys can score it as quickly or as easily.
Mobley against Antetokounmpo. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And he just powered through contact, trying to complete the play.
He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop.
They can't really afford to leave points at the line right now. He would have loved to cash in on each of those free throws and trim the lead even more.
And here's Strus outside. And Cleveland another three.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
And the basket by Antetokounmpo.
And he can get that shot anytime. He really can shoot over almost anyone.
You want that mid-range game in your arsenal. You can't just be about threes and dunks. Sometimes this is a key shot.
Garland for three. The shot that time not on target.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Rejected by Allen.
Boy, you've got to watch those long arms of Jared Allen. Twice on the pipe, send it back.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. There's 48 seconds left to play in the fourth. Antetokounmpo. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. And that's an intentional foul. Well, if they score here, they could effectively end this one.
Yeah, and their main objectives right now, taking care of the rock and using some time.
Allen can't get it to go. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. On the wing, Kuzma. Money. And now they trail by just 4.
We've seen a lot of points tonight, but we've also seen a lot of poor defense as well.
That's unacceptable. The hustle and focus on that end is not there for either side.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
Donovan Mitchell, 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that puts him up 5. And so both free throws good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
He doesn't waste a chance to pad their lead. It's been some solid free throw shooting.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Lillard passes to Lopez. And it's good. What a beautiful shot. Brings it within 3.
Doesn't matter what point of the game. Stress, pressure. Brook Lopez makes it anyway.
He gets the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion.
Shooting for Cleveland. Here he is, Garland. 2 shots.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
He's able to make it a 2-possession game with some solid work at the line right there.
Lillard outside from deep and knocks down the 3.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he ends up making the second. And that makes it a 3-point lead.
And looking to even the score with a huge 3.
Greg, this is all about execution. Can you free an open man from the 3-point line? That's what it comes down to. How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
And Mitchell puts up a deep 3. Ooh, no good there. Potential game winner was off the mark. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Here we go. Strus at small forward with Mobley next to him. Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. And it's Allen in at the 5 spot. And the basket by Antetokounmpo.
You can feel the temperature rising in this arena. Both teams pouring it on offensively.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or 2. Yeah, he shot the ball well enough to keep his team even. Let's see if together they can elevate past that.
To the inside. Antetokounmpo can't connect.
Well, he saw the play coming together, but the timing was just a little off.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that. Boy, the consistency he's had tonight has been impressive, really steady from the field. Well, consistency is so critical, especially in clutch moments. This guy has got that gene.
It counts, and the foul. It's going to be Evan Mobley.
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end. That's exactly what this team needs right now, completing the and one.
Garland against Lillard. Garland, no good. Milwaukee's gotten 21 points so far from three-point land. They're 7 of 10. Oh, he's a menace in the paint. Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, what a sweet move from Giannis. Just breaking down the defense there.
Garland against Lillard. It was stolen by Lillard. Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. Pass to Antetokounmpo. No luck on that one. Good D by Mobley.
Now, this is exactly the kind of aggression from Darius Garland that changes the feel of the game, just works his way inside and forces the defense to foul.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to 1. He's perfect from the line this time.
In a close game, every point matters. Terrific focus at the line there to help them keep pace.
And here's Milwaukee now. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Over Mobley. And another miss by Milwaukee. And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. 23 seconds left in the OT period.
When you need one bad, go to a high percentage shooter, and Allen is that guy.
Antetokounmpo surveys. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And he's able to hit the second one. And that narrows the gap to 1. Here's Mitchell, and there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
Good on the first, and that'll put him up 2. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 3-point game.
Well, those are essential free throws to make a 3-point lead. It's going to take something from long range now to tie this game.
Pass to Kuzma. Here's the 3. Oh, bangs home the 3. Tremendous 3. We're tied. And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. And here's Garland. And there is the triple. Up.
There will be 2 minutes to review the ball.
Officials are indeed signaling a review of the last shot. Now, if the basket is deemed good, we've got a different outcome in this one. Another tie, and we're going to have a second. And with another overtime in front of us, the question is, who will blink first? Nobody wants to give in. A lot of pride on the line now. Here we go. With a screen on Lillard. Garland for 3. He buries it from 3. Garland's got 20.
Well, nice rise and fire from range by Darius Garland. The three-point shot so highly valued.
Mobley against Antetokounmpo. Giannis striding in. Oh, rejected by Allen. And he gets that one. He's got 19. And Cleveland has possession. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Now here's Garland. Allen a screen. Garland a good look. And it's Cleveland with another.
Darius Garland cooking right now. Boy, when he gets going, he is a problem.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Mobley with the block. Here's Garland. Mobley, a screen on Lillard. Garland for 3, and Cleveland another 3.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Timeout, timeout. And Doc Rivers calls timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Here's Lillard. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Shoots over Mobley. Crafty move. And he buries it. And now they trail by just 4.
Defense puts good pressure on Giannis inside, but he just refuses to back off and gets it to go.
And the Cavaliers with possession here. Now here's Strus. Tries a 9-footer, and it's Mobley. That time on the assist by Strus. And the Cavaliers lead by 6. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks.
And looking for a quick bucket here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
Lillard with the ball. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
4th personal foul. 15 foul. At the line for the Cavaliers.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Taking 2 shots.
Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point ball game. And here's Milwaukee now.
They've been a different squad here in overtime. I'm just not seeing the same energy level. This OT has been somewhat lackluster, mainly because both teams are clearly exhausted.
And so it's Cleveland winning this one. Double overtime games are so grueling, and after this,
This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side. And it's Nesmith in at the small 4. And for New York, Hart is out there with Towns. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Anunoby in at the 3, the small forward. So the Indiana Pacers able to put the first points up on the board. And here's Brunson outside. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. We've got some great guards going head-to-head in this one. Brent, what will you keep your eye on in that matchup?
Well, Kevin, you're pointing out the guard play, so this is when they have a chance to go one-on-one. Which of these tandems can stand out against the other? Tons of pick and roll, tons of creativity, and we'll see which of these guys can pair off tonight to win this contest. Defense doing their best to put Halliburton off balance, but he stays flexible, kind of warps around the defense and adjusts to the contact.
Now here's Towns. Bridges kicks to Anunoby. Towns, the bounce pass. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so one free throw coming up.
And so determined, Bridges finds a way to get the shot up and in. Now to the line.
New York shooting their first free throw tonight. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Tom Thibodeau had a few minutes to share. He talked about the challenge of game planning for Tyrese Halliburton. The coach said we have to stay in front of him. The second he gets a step on us, that's when it's going to pick your poison with him. If our guys stay in front of him, I think we should be fine. Back to you.
Thank you, David. You know, Brent, when you talk about home court advantage, the Knicks have one of the best.
Well, New York is so electric, and just I have memories, Kevin, of walking out on that court and it just feeling different. So the Mecca is back, and when it's loud, it is delicious.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Gotta hold firm or you're gonna get a call.
And New York making a change here. Achua's checked in. Pass to Nembhard. For 3, Siakam. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Rise and fires. This is Siakam's attitude off the catch. And with these results, you understand why.
Now Towns. That falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Here's Nembhard. Halliburton on the wing. Brunson covering. And yes, it's good. Halliburton's got 7 points in the game.
Running the pick and roll with just tremendous patience and poise. Halliburton reading the defense so well. He exploited that opening.
Bridges misses. Indiana's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Shots good by Siakam.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
No, he's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that it's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
It's good from long range. Towns has got his second bucket of the night.
It really is something else to watch a guy like Towns shoot from that far out.
A different look for New York. Miles McBride comes in for Josh Hart, and it's Payne in for Jalen Brunson. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Obi Toppin's checked in for Turner. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Aaron Nesmith. Shepard's checked in for Andrew Nembhard. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. Now here's Payne. Achua finds Bridges. He's looking for Payne and finds him. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Knicks have gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. The shot, no good.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Here's Shepard. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
Well, you love nailing the last.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Pacers.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
Payne out there with Miles McBride. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Bridges. And it's Achua in at the power forward. That's the 5 for New York right now. Pass to Halliburton. Fades away. Robinson pulls it in.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Payne dishes to Bridges. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. Halliburton outside. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. And there's the call on Miles McBride. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
OG Anunoby's checked in for Payne. The Pacers also changing it up. Turner comes in for Walker. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for T.J. McConnell. That one drops for him.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Bridges outside. Clock at 6. No good on the 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
The Knicks have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And it's sent back by Turner. Up top, Nembhard. Defended by Bridges. Nembhard, the pass to Toppin. To the middle. Trying to find Mathurin. Gets it to him.
And one of the better athletes in his draft class, Mathurin, with quick lift off the floor and then the power to hammer it home.
Bridges outside. It's up a 3. The NBA scoring explosion, Brent, hasn't slowed down. We're getting record-setting offenses, it seems like, every single season.
Yeah, Kevin, lots of factors going into that. Obviously, more three-pointers being taken and figuring out the math of the game. But let's give credit to the players and the work that they're doing in the offseason in terms of getting better with their skill to be able to shoot that basketball and seek out the most efficient shot on the court.
And throw it down, big fella. Turner way above the rim.
Both teams will make substitutions. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Pascal Siakam is nominally a power forward, but his versatility at both ends of the floor allows him to play a number of roles. Siakam says that's where the NBA has been going. It's always positionless basketball. I feel like I can do anything. And in today's game, Kevin, that means tremendous value for Siakam. Back to you.
Doesn't it? My goodness, David, he is something else. Thank you very much. Back to Nembhard. Siakam deciding where to go with it. Cranes the three-pointer. Siakam's got 8 points.
And he can answer with the best of them. Siakam stealing the thunder there.
Pass to Achua. 35 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Towns down low. He's against Turner. Brunson outside. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Siakam outside. And Indiana, another 3.
Yeah, you got to get out on that. Siakam demonstrating that ability to hurt you from beyond.
Here's Brunson. The layup off target. And so it's Indiana with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in that. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Pascal Siakam in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
Here's who Rick Carlisle starting the second half with. The forward spots with Nesmith and Siakam. Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side. And it's Turner in at the 5 roaming the paint. Siakam against Hart. And he gets it to go. Siakam's got the lead back up to 6 now for the Pacers.
Oh, they made him work for it, but Siakam knows how to finish strong inside.
Back to Brunson. Fires the 3. The rebound by Turner. Indiana's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Brett, when you survey Jalen Brunson going from role player now to all-star, what a rise. What's been the key for him?
I just think it's confidence, Kevin. I mean, simple confidence. I don't think there's one point where Jalen Brunson didn't believe that, not that he was the best player on the court, but that he was going to be the best leader. And that has translated into him producing some massive scoring and assist nights for any team that he's played on. This guy is a winner.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Pass to Nembhard. Here's Nesmith. And the 3 ball is good. Nesmith has got the lead up to 6 now for the Pacers.
And the all-around game of Siakam is so adept at working the ball to open guys.
Back to Brunson. Brunson takes off. It's not going to go for him. Excellent defense there from Halliburton. Here's Nesmith. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist. Halliburton's got 3 assists tonight.
Nice find by Halliburton. Just a great feel for the game.
We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down to just 6 points and the bucket from Hart. Indiana's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Here's Siakam. Halliburton outside. And the layup's good off the glass. Halliburton's got 11 points.
Standing 6'5", Halliburton, one of those longer, lanky guards that can get out there and use his size to disrupt.
Hart, wide open, he fires. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Even though they're still trailing, he continues to be lights out from the field. What a competitor.
On its way from Turner for 2. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one is on time. The Pacers shooting their first free throws of this game. Miles McBride's checked in for the Knicks. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Indiana. T.J. McConnell comes in for Halliburton. Bridges shot good.
Bridges has a lot of jobs for his team, but if he consistently knocks down 3, he can add it to the list.
Brunson against McConnell. Turner with a screen for Mathurin. From the top of the key, he buries it. Mathurin's got his second bucket of the night.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Bridges outside. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Bridges doing a great job of getting on the inside to find a way to score.
Indiana leading by 3. Pass to Nembhard. On the wing, Mathurin. Siakam outside. And it's off from 3-point range. New York's gotten 12 of their points from long range in the third quarter, going 4 of 5 shooting. Now McBride runs in the pass to Towns, and Towns throws it down.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
A possession just way more efficient, I think, here tonight, taking smarter, better shots.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Pacers lead by 1. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. They've got OG Anunoby. Dane out there with Miles McBride. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Robinson in at the center. That's the 5 for New York right now. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Hart, he's checked in for Robinson. Bridges comes in for Miles McBride. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Cameron Payne. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Toppin. Pascal Siakam comes in for Walker. Aaron Nesmith has checked in for Benedict Mathurin. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Halliburton against Brunson. Tries again. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
Pass to Hart. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Buries it from three-point range.
Wow, look at the damage this young man is doing from deep. And there's another.
Game is on the line. He wants the ball. No one on D stepped up to stop him.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. Now with the game in the balance, Coach told his team to play loose. Don't overthink it. We got this far playing our game, and we can win the same way. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Nesmith, the pass to Nembhard. Here's Halliburton. And yep, finally dropped after rolling around the rim. 15 points for Tyrese Halliburton. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. A 2-point game. Pass to Towns to take the lead. It's rebounded by Indiana. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Nembhard. Indiana moving the ball around. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Halliburton's got 4 assists now tonight. New York has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Brunson outside. Brunson being aggressive.
Oh, huge moment from JB. Brunson knocking it down.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Andrew Nembhard. Hard against Siakam. 1:12 left in the fourth quarter. Over Hart. Siakam, good.
And always nice to have an inside-out threat like Siakam. He can have an impact anywhere on the floor.
Brunson goes in. Good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And Brunson's got the mindset to deliver.
To the inside. Here's Siakam. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down.
He has to make those shots, guys. If not, a lot of pressure is shifted to the perimeter shooters to hit everything.
Bridges outside. Misses the three.
And you know they wanted that one to go down.
Man, that's just tough because that would have tied up the score. It's a tough one to swallow here in the fourth.
And so here is New York. They trail by 3. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Brunson kicks to Bridges. Towns sets the pick for Bridges. Off target from downtown. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Here's Halliburton, and they go to the intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he does get the second one. And that gives them a 4-point cushion. New York calls timeout. 7 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And what's their best move at this point?
Score, then hope for some missed free throws or a turnover at the other end.
Yeah, this won't be easy, so a little bit of luck will go a long way for them to get back in.
So a close game sees Indiana take this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.